Welcome to Wolves Weekly. I'm Barrett Henderson, Director of Media Relations here at Western Oregon University. Joined once again this week by head coach Kellen Walker from Wolves Baseball. Kellen, welcome, and welcome back from a long trip to Billings, Montana.
Yeah, thanks, Barry. Yeah.
You guys, another series GNAC win there, a 3-1 series win in Billings. Talk about how that one played. Obviously, a good conference series win.
Yeah, good to get 3 out of 4 on the road against Billings, who is always going to give you their best effort, and they did. We didn't play really clean baseball. They didn't always play really clean baseball, but we competed well and found a way, which is what you want.
I know that weather can sometimes play a factor, especially in a big ballpark like that. Talk about, obviously, that first day I heard it was sunny and somewhat warmer, and the next day it was completely different.
Yeah, that yard can, turn on you in a hurry. It plays one or two ways. The dimensions are pretty big, but sometimes when it warms up over there and that wind starts blowing out a bit, it can play pretty small, and it did a little bit on Friday, and then Saturday it cooled off a bit, and the wind completely changed direction, and there was some weather coming in, so I think the weather change and the wind change kind of had a factor to do with that, but it was what it was, and we found a way to get it done.
And a big week at the plate for Nate Etheridge. He did real well against the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Nate had some big hits and some big spots, which is something that he's done, throughout the most part of the year, where, when it's a big spot, Nate's, for the most part, come through for us, which is good.
Coming up this week, Northwest Nazareth, another long road trip for you guys. You're going to be headed on the bus this time. Talk about NNU and how they're playing. They're kind of one of those teams right there in the mix.
Yeah, NNU, obviously, I think the first time around we talked about Coach Musgraves and their new staff, and they're doing a phenomenal job over there, preparing their guys and getting better as this season goes on. And, going to their yard, it's another place that can play pretty small at times. So, our pitchers are going to have to execute pitches. We're going to have to clean it up defensively behind them, and at the same time continue to piece together quality at bats.
Now, actually, a few weeks ago, Central Washington, you guys went on the road there, and I spoke a little bit with senior Vince Ampe, and he said it was pretty weird to be on the other side of a 3-1 series, actually win for Central Washington, as you guys have been used to getting those series wins here in conference play. Talk about kind of the conference right now. Central Washington, you just mentioned NNU, Western Oregon sitting on top of the standings, but everybody right there coming in here late in the season.
Yeah, it's a dogfight, and I mean we've had to scrap to get the series that we did, and then talking about that series up at Ellensburg against Central Washington, they played really well, and we didn't play really well, and so that's the recipe that happens when you lose a series, 1 games to 3. So I thought our guys bounced back for the most part pretty well. We had a good week of preparation leading into Billings, and like I said, we went over there and it wasn't necessarily clean, but found a way to get it done. So we're attacking this week. Continuing to work to get better at some individual things that will help us as a group, and hopefully we'll be ready to go against Northwest Nazarene Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, if we could pull up that graphic one more time and take a look at the upcoming schedule here. Again, NNU coming up, and then you guys are going to be here against St. Martin's at home. That'll be the last regular season conference games here at home, and then Lewis Clark State to wrap things up. Those are non-conference games. You only got 2 more weekends of conference play. What do you want to see the guys go out and accomplish here in those final 8 games?
Probably the biggest thing is just getting what they want out of the last 8 games out of the regular season, and then up there on the board, you had LC State, who's having a very, very good year.
Yeah.
So three good weekends for us and great opportunities, whether you're a freshman or you're a senior, and kind of wherever you're at in your career here as a Wolf, it's taking advantage of your opportunities as they're starting to become very, very limited, and selling out for your teammates and university is kind of where we're at and what we'd like to see out of these last 3 weekends of the regular season.
Well, Kellen, we appreciate you stopping by today, and wish you the best on the road this week.
Thanks, Barry.
That'll do it for this week.